Working with Zoe is such an amazing experience because, I mean, she's a natural talent. She really is. I mean, you're either born with it or you're not, and she's got it in her heart, and it's really great to see. Elmo's great too, but see, Elmo has a different talent. Elmo's just kind of like, he looks up to Zoe because I think he kind of knows that she feels it a little bit just more naturally than he does. But what's great about Elmo, he's a quick study, so he's a choreographer's dream. The very first time that I ever felt inspired, before I even knew what inspired meant, I believe I was 4 years old, and I was watching the movie Singing in the Rain, the old MGM musical, and my mom and dad said I was glued to the TV set, and I kept pointing to Gene Kelly, and I kept saying, I want to do that. And then I later said, I want him to be my daddy, which did not make my father too happy, but I was obsessed with that movie. I fell into dance lessons it was kind of like a fluke for me. I carpooled when I was in first and second grade with 4 other girls. And on Tuesdays after school, I'd have to stop by ballet class while they took class. And I'd wait in the waiting room and I'd do my homework. But I was fixated, and I would watch the teacher, and I'd watch all the kids. And I could see something, and it would be like a snapshot, like a picture. And I'd go home, and in the kitchen, I would be able to do the steps. And, after a few months of watching, one time the dance instructor saw my feet moving as I was sitting in the chair, and she invited me to take class, and I just picked up to it, and I loved it. Loved. And then I moved on to tap dancing also, and jazz and modern. It was just such a love for me. Growing up, my inspirations were first and foremost Gene Kelly. Absolutely. I've seen every MGM musical that Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire have ever done. And then Baryshnikov, to me, is one of the most phenomenal, beautiful dancers. And as far as choreography goes, I've always been inspired by Bob Fosse, always. Jerome Robbins, and Twyla Tharp, Mark Morris. And then more contemporary choreographers, the late Michael Peters and, Hermes Pan. It goes on and on and on. I think dancing is one of the most important things any parent can ever introduce into a child's life, because it gives them a sense of confidence. It helps them. It's something about standing tall and walking with pride and being graceful, although dancers are they're notorious for being klutzes, and believe me, broken lots of bones in my body. But it also helps kids to be committed to something and to have determination and to strive to become better and better at it. And music is just a wonderful experience. Dance is the connection to music, but dance transcends it breaks all language barriers. It taps into everyone's heart. You don't have to learn how to dance in Japanese or in French. You just dance. It's the icing on the cake, and I think dancers are such wonderful spirits that have such wonderful, amazing stories of commitment, determination, and passion. I honestly believe that ever since I did see Singing in the Rain, I proclaimed to my mom and dad, I am going to be an entertainer. I'm going to do that. And I started dancing in the market when my mother would go shopping and bump into all the canned goods and knock them all over the floor. But I loved it, and it was an escape for me. As a kid growing up, If ever I was sad or things weren't going right or certain girlfriends hurt my feelings, I would go into my little room and I would put music on and I would dance and dance and dance. And I loved being able to feel like I had my own little world that I could escape to. I hope that every preschooler who watches Zoe dance and watches our little fun dance video, that inspires them to start getting up and moving. I think being able to be free with your body and have fun and smile and just go for it is the best feeling. And dance has changed my life. It's made my life more enriched. It has made my life wonderful.